Because sober doesn't always mean happy, productive, successful. It just means you just happen to not be using. And I think that's why a lot of people like our modality, because we're not labeling them an addict, even though they're not using. We're not permitting the labels in order for them to consider themselves successful or not.
I love that. Well, you know what? This tees it up really well for this. So for you guys hearing this today, you're probably saying, how do I level up? I feel like I'm in a rut, right? Well, the only difference between a rut and a grave is the depth of the hole. Okay, that's number one. So if you're asking yourself, all right, this all sounds great. How do I level up? Maybe internally you're battling that. I want you to look at the last 4 text messages you've received today. If you haven't received any, then you really need to find that circle that's checking in with you and talking to you, keeping you accountable. But out of that last 4, how many of them are actually challenging you and cheering you on to level up and be better? Because you will become the 5th of those 4 conversations you're having consistently. Well, it'll do one of 2 things, right? It'll offend a person or convict a person. And if you're offended, you don't want change. Mm-hmm. If you're convicted, you're on the breaking point. You're almost at boiling. Like you're at that point where you're getting ready to break through. And so you're surrounding yourself with people that you're not having that offense, but you know they're doing it out of love.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head of where we're at as society, where not everybody, a lot of people, the majority of people are offended by a lot of things, a lot of times that have nothing to even do with them. But it could be like what you just said, their lack of not internalizing whatever's happening over here, but wanting to do any work to improve their own condition. So therefore, when somebody's doing better, when somebody's doing something else, when somebody says something, everything is offensive in some manner or way. Because as a society, for some reason, we're training people in that, which is weird.
Yeah.